Hey, bro, I grew up on stuff like this here, man. Yes, la, 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 show me good to me. La, 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 show me good to me. La, 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 show me good. You've been better than I've been. You've been better than I've been.
What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. I am so grateful to have each and every one of you here today. Hey, how's your morning going? How is your morning going? Hope your morning is going great today. Yeah, hope your morning is going great today. Hey, y'all, it's another day. It's Thursday. We are literally days away from our Resurrection Sunday morning, and I'm so pumped about this coming Sunday morning. Hey, good morning, Johanna. Good morning. I see you in the chat. Siobhan, Tanoa, thank you so much. Angelique, it's great seeing each and every one of you. Yvette, thank you. Kiara, Kiara Moore, good morning. Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Y'all guys are super troopers. I so appreciate you guys coming up in here today. Hey, y'all, I'm so pumped about today's broadcast on today, and I hope you are. I hope you're ready for today's broadcast. Yeah, again, today, listen, it's so beautiful. I had to come out and enjoy a little bit of this weather. Yeah, enjoying this weather. Darlene, it is so good to see you. Good to see you. Listen, y'all, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. I want to look at Luke chapter 10, verse 30. Somebody put naked in the comments. Oh my God, where are you going with this, Pastor? Where are you going with this? Somebody put naked in the comments. Luke chapter 10, verse 30. I'm going to read out of the New Living Translation. I want to help somebody today. Luke chapter 10, verse 30. Yeah, thank y'all for putting that up. Luke chapter 10, verse 30. Yeah, naked. Yeah, if you didn't know Luke chapter 10, verse 30, you're going to know it today. Yeah, it's going to resonate. Luke chapter 10, verse 30. Thank y'all for putting that up with me. All right, it says Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho, and he was attacked by bandits. They stripped his clothes naked. They stripped his clothes off of him, beat him up, and left him half dead beside the road. Somebody said naked. Yeah. Half dead is an adjective. Yeah, resembling death, a deep sleep, a dead sleep, or a dead faith. Yeah, it is when you lose sensation. And so there are times I know many of you all can identify with this next statement. There are times that have you ever been reading a good book and you actually sat down, but you sat on your leg? You meant to do it. You sat on your leg, but you sat on your leg so long that your leg fell asleep. You ever sat on your leg so long that your leg fell asleep? And so whenever your leg fell asleep, you needed to get up and get moving to get the blood flowing again and circulating. Yeah, with a sleeping limb, your nerves are going into panic mode. Yeah, because of the prolonged pressure that has actually cut off communication between the limb, which is your leg that you're sitting on, and your brain. So your nerves are going haywire trying to figure out why did we lose connection between the limb and the brain. And so this paints the picture of what our relationship with God should not look like. we should not look like half dead with no communication with God. We have to realize that there will always be things going on in your life. We always are busy. Stuff is always happening. There'll always be things going on in our life, and we cannot allow life to cut off our communication with God. Can I say that again? We cannot allow life to cut off our communication with God. The older I get, the more I realize that we don't get to pick and choose what battles we face. The older I get, I realize that we don't get to pick and choose what battles we face. With life occurring at a rapid rate as it is, we got to always make sure that we are in a place to hear and to receive what God is saying. I know you got up this morning. What did you hear God say to you today? What is God saying to you? Yeah, I love what it says in verse 33 of this chapter. It says, a despised Samaritan. Listen to me. A despised Samaritan came along, and when he saw the man, he had compassion for him. Another translation said, when he saw him in his condition, when he saw him in his condition. Yo, I think that is so key today. When he saw him in his condition, a lot of times when life hits us, we try to dress up our condition. Come here, don't scroll today. Don't scroll past. This is too good for you to scroll past. A lot of times life hits us. We try to dress up our condition to act like ain't nothing wrong. I'm good. Like ain't nothing hitting you. The man had no way. The Bible says he was beaten, he was stripped naked and left half dead. Y'all got to hear that. Yeah, he had no way to dress up his condition because he had been beaten, he had been stripped, and there was no way to cover it up. So when the Samaritan comes up on him, he sees the raw condition that the man is in. So often today we see the need to, even if our day isn't going well, maybe your day is already 8:43. I don't know where you are in the world, but maybe your day has not gone well. Maybe you've torn your stockings. Maybe you broke the heel on your shoe. Maybe it's just not the coffee don't taste right. Whatever it is, maybe your day isn't going well. Yeah, and we will say, when somebody asks you how's your day going, the one thing we say is, "Oh, I'm doing great. It's going well." Yeah, yeah, and so we try to make our situation better than what it really is. God is saying today there is value in being vulnerable. Let me say it like this: there's value in being naked. I'm not talking about the absence of clothing. I'm talking about being transparent with God. There's value. Somebody put that up. There's value in being naked. Value, yeah, in being vulnerable. Because there are people that God will send to you. There are people that God will send to you to be that good Samaritan in that moment of your life. Wow, wow. There are people, George, thank you for joining me. There are people that God will send to you to be that good Samaritan in your life. But if you, well, what we always do is, I'll fake it until I make it. If God is saying, no, I need someone to see you in this way and experience it, you got to experience it in this moment. Sometimes, and I wish you would put this up, the cover up is draining. Sometimes the cover up is draining. Oh, that's so good. When you're vulnerable to the right people that God sent, they can say, hey, I know now how to pray for you. I know now how to pray with you. I know now how to seek God on your behalf. Sometimes people says, if I can do anything for you. You ever heard anybody say that? If I can do anything for you, call me. And but you never call. You never make the call. Yeah, because you're like, I don't want to bother anybody. Yeah. Um, but the Good Samaritan didn't wait on the man to call him. The Good Samaritan took the opportunity and the initiative and picked him up. I love this. I love it. I love it. He took the opportunity, picked him up. He took the man to the inn. Didn't have any help. He took the man to the inn, and here's what he did that I love. He saw the need, he paid for it. He didn't say to the man, listen, I got you here, I got you up out the ditch. I at least got you in my car, I at least drove you to the hotel. You ought to at least pay for it yourself. No, y'all missed it. He was robbed. The man had been robbed. He had been beaten. He was bloody. So he didn't have a wallet. He didn't have any of that. So the Good Samaritan picked him up, took him there, and paid for it. Looked the clerk in the face and said, "Listen, if there's anything else, if he goes over the bill, I'll come back and I'll pay the remainder." Wow, wow, wow. If there's a balance, I'll come back and he says, I'll settle the balance. We as believers are to be attentive to the needs of others. Let me say that again. It is so important as a follower of Christ to be attentive to the needs of others. Be aware. You have to be aware. Somebody please type that, be aware. Not beware, but be slash AWARE. Be aware of what we are called to do in our personal situation. You got to be aware of what you are called to do in your own life, but also be attentive. That's another word. Type that in the chat. Be attentive. First of all, I need to be aware of who I am. I need to be aware of things I need to do. I'm called to do in my personal life, but I also need to be attentive. Thank y'all for putting that up. You got to be attentive to those around us. I'm not saying allow people to abuse you, because some people will say, you know what, they got the money. Let me just keep going to them. I'll keep going to them. They got the money. No, no, that's not what I'm saying. Never allow people to abuse you. But at the same time, if you see a need and God has told you to meet that need, you need to do it. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for our morning devotion. I hope this has been of a blessing to you. Yeah, I hope this has been of a blessing to you. This just really blessed me to know in on today. I was in Luke chapter 10, verse 30 through 30 through 33. Luke 10, 30 to Luke 10, chapter 10, verse 30 through 33. New Living Translation. Go back, read it. Ask God, Lord, help me to be more aware today, but also, God, more importantly, help me to be more attentive today. Help me to be aware of my own needs. Maybe I need to pray so that God help me to be in a position. You know what my prayer was today when I got up? Lord, unlock what's in me for somebody else. Help me to be that person. Help me to be that vessel today. God, I need you to deal with me. You know what? This is private. Can y'all keep a secret? This is private, and I had to pray this. Lord, any soul wounds, old soul wounds in me that have not been healed, God, I need you to deal with that. So be aware, but also be attentive that the moment I step out my door, Holy Spirit, I need you to help me be attentive to the needs of those around me. Maybe somebody needs $2 for a meal, for a cup of coffee. Maybe somebody else just need a listening ear. Everybody that's talking to you ain't talking to you for a solution. Sometimes somebody just need to talk through what they're dealing with. Can you just be that listening ear and not try to be their psychiatrist? What an amazing God we have. Listen, let the Lord deal with you today in whatever capacity He wants to deal with you. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've enjoyed today. I can't wait. We are just days away from our Resurrection Sunday morning service. George, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, George. I appreciate that. Yeah, George Lenny is an amazing person. If you wanted to buy a home, he's the guy you want to talk to. Listen, everybody, you want to talk to him if you're trying to purchase a home. He's an amazing person that can get you into a home. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for joining me as usual. You guys are troopers. I can't wait to see you tomorrow at 8:30, tomorrow morning at 8:30. Yeah, we're just days away. I can't wait to see you. I hope you have an amazing day.